And how long do your sessions last at this point? I took a peek, of course, actually more than a peek. I was looking through your Instagram and I saw that you do like around, I want to say between like 21 to 24 working sets. I'm assuming those are challenging sets because you prop it up on the screen. Fantastic editing, by the way. Anybody who's not following Brian DeCosta, check him out on Instagram. Put the links in the show notes.
Thank you,
man.
But
yeah, absolutely. So maybe you want to elaborate on that. How long do your sessions last? And my facts are right on that, right? Those are working sets?
Yeah. And this is where I acknowledge my privilege that I'm blessed to have more freedom with my schedule to spend more time in the gym if I want to. If I really wanted to, I could be in the gym 3 hours a day. I work for myself. I dictate my own schedule. Not only that, but like I eat, sleep, and breathe fitness at this point. It's my career. It's very important to me. And I've designed my life in a way where if I wanted to, I could be in the gym for very long. That being said, my girlfriend owns a gym called Transform Gym out in Denver. Cool. We're training there almost every day, 5 days a week. And if I'm being honest, we'll usually be there for 2.5 hours, maybe sometimes 3 hours, but it's just because we're also talking to people at the gym. Perhaps there's administrative stuff that needs to be done at the gym. Something with the lights needs to be fixed or the bathroom, whatever. The front door is broken. Like we'll go to the gym and not only are we training, but we'll be doing other stuff too. But like if I'm on a time crunch and I'm being efficient, I feel I can get a quality workout in 90 minutes, maybe on some leg days, 120 minutes. So 2 hours.
Gotcha.
I know people hearing that are probably like, dude, I can't do that. And I'm not saying if you don't do that, that you can't make progress. You 100% can. I'm just saying for me, just with like rest in between sets, being able to bring my best to each set, rest adequately, get 3 to 5 minutes in between each set. After doing 5 to 7 exercises, like you're running up on 90 minutes, 120 minutes. So at the level I'm at, I think that's like the minimum time personally I need to say I got an effective workout. I could do it in 60 minutes, but I'll be sacrificing set quality or cutting off sets to make that time. And I will say too, like usually the way I start my sessions or design my workouts is the most difficult exercises are first. So my compound lifts. So for example, if I'm doing like, a hamstring glute day, I'm doing at the beginning, I'm doing my Romanian deadlifts or just my deadlifts from the floor, followed by my heavy hip thrusts, followed by like a Bulgarian split squat. These are challenging movements, dude. In between sets, you need a solid 3 to 5 minutes, maybe potentially even longer. So like those first 3 exercises very easily take me a full hour. The single joint movements, the single muscle group exercises like your calf raises, your leg curls, your leg extensions, hip abductions, stuff like that. Maybe it's more exercises. You've got 3 or 4 of those, but that takes half the time. That takes like 30 minutes. And you can rest a minute or 2 in between sets just because it's not such a taxing set. So
but it's interesting. Like I know there's people listening to this and we've had a lot of really impressive world caliber natural bodybuilders on the show that they train much less frequently and arguably much less time in the gym. But on the other end of the spectrum, guys like yourself are not doing that. And I think there's a lot of people, at least who maybe they're not necessarily at the level that you're at, but they want the physique, but they don't want to put in that time. And maybe they've experimented with less and noticed, hey, I'm just not responding as well from this. Well, what's the answer? Probably more, unfortunately, like more than, let's say, what some of the pro natural bodybuilders at the world level, championship level, have preached, like a Ben Howard who trained 3 days per week. And if I understand correctly, he'll finish his workout in less than 90 minutes, maybe it's 60 minutes. And he's doing the bread and butter movements. Like he's progressing, he's doing everything that you would say correct, right? And this guy's like a WNBF lightweight world champion. He does compete in the PNBA now, but what I'm trying to get at is that you got to find that sweet spot that's right for you. And just because you're saying now that it's 2 hours or 90 minutes, 5 days a week, if you're listening to this, that might not be you, but it might also be you. If you're trying to maximize your potential, and as far as the amount of time that you actually need to put in and the amount of working sets, that challenging working sets that you have to put in. And I think that people just want the physique and they're more attracted to the lower volume and the lower frequency. I think people are attracted to that. Like the average person, they want the beautiful physique for, like, it's common, right? You want the success without necessarily doing all the hard work. How common is that, right?
It's very common. Everyone, who doesn't want to hit a isolated shoulder workout and just get a crazy shoulder pump with like shoulder veins going and whatnot? But like, how does that fit into the bigger picture of your training throughout the week, throughout the month? Like, does it make sense for you to have a dedicated shoulder day? Can you not work in chest and triceps with that? Can you be more efficient with your time there? What if you did 2 push sessions per week and you hit your shoulders twice? Per session, it's not as intense. You're doing less sets, but overall throughout that week, you got more work in. But each session, maybe the pump wasn't as nasty. nasty. You've got to sacrifice for that. Like success leaves clues. You got to look at the most successful and try new things. Like I think it's great that you've tried lower frequency and higher frequency. In general, people have an effort issue. I just think the average person, like just to put it bluntly, like you got to work harder. You've got to do more.
Yeah.
But also the wheels will fall off of that at some point where
right.
For
that,
like,
but that's,
and like,
you got to find that sweet spot, right? Like the amount of hard work you can do and recover from the amount of total work that you're doing. That's a hard thing to figure. Like you figured it out to a degree. You figured out that 6 days was just too much. 5 was perfect for the amount of hard work you're doing and the amount of work you're doing per session.
And it may change.
And it may change. Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm able to go up to 6 days again in the future because I see more benefit and utility in not being as intense per session. Maybe I improve on my sleep a little bit. Maybe I'm not as much of an idiot at nights with my nutrition and I'm eating more quality foods. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I can fit in an extra day. Or maybe it continues in the direction I'm going where it's like, I feel I need more recovery and I want to do upper, lower 4 days per week. And I'm going to try that out. Maybe I will just try it out to see how it is. And if I'm still making progress with my lifts and continuing to gain muscle, okay, I just saved a day in the gym. I want to do what's getting me results. Now, there is a bro part of me where like, dude, I just like training hard, man.
Of course.
Like I genuinely, and it seems psychotic to people who like it's painstaking to get to the gym, but like the gym in many ways is like my candy store. And I'll have the days where I don't want to go to the gym. I'm a freaking human, but like majority of the time I'm like eager to get in the gym. I want to train. I want that feeling. There's no, dude, you know, like there's nothing better than open up the gym door and walking out to your car after you know you just crushed a session.
Of course.
And what you got to look forward to is a good meal and just the rest of the day and you're riding high. Dude, like I'm addicted to that feeling. Like it is literally the best. I love training hard, but at the same time, like I want it to be smart.
Yeah, you want that longevity. You want to be able to do it when you're 60 and not destroy your body in the process, seeking whatever contest goal you may have too, right? Like say you're trying to build your best physique, this most incredible physique so you can win WNBF Worlds next time. But it's like, bro, you want to also maybe be able to do this when you're 50, 60. There's a line that you have to obey to a degree, right?
Yeah.
So you've been training for 15 years. Are you someone who trains daily, 5-6 days a week? You hang out with Doug? Do you train similar to Doug? Like where did it start and how has it evolved basically? Where is it now?
Yeah. So when I started at 17,